This show contains adult content. I'd like to extend a warm thank you to Ariel Weiss, Suzanne Hagen, and T, along with all of our other patrons for supporting us. You can find our Patreon page at patreon.com/Sounds Like Crows. Savage Worlds and Deadlands Reloaded are owned by the Pinnacle Entertainment Group. All music on the show is written and performed by Rudy Zuniga or Levi Rojas. With all that out of the way, welcome back to the Weird West. Alex, how is Ellis sneaking into this camp?
Honestly, I think the smartest play would be, I've been taking these guys out over the past few days. I'm just going to put on whatever clothes they're wearing and just walk in. I can either ghost in through the front gates, or I can jump off the cliff and ghost while I'm doing so I don't get hurt by any fall damage, right?
Sure,
or climb down.
I feel like my instinct as a GM is to make you roll like a stealth roll at a heavy positive, but I feel like, what is the chances of failure?
I don't know. It depends on how heavy the security is at the cells, right? Because I'm sure they have personnel stationed there on guard duty, right? At all times.
Yeah.
So if someone just even if they were wearing if they looked the part, right? Someone just walked up and hey, I gotta go talk to the prisoners. They'd be like, no, you can't.
Sure. Yeah.
Why?
Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't you make a stealth roll with a +2?
Okay.
And if you get it with a raise, you can get the cell with no guards around. If it's a success, you'll have to figure out something to do with the guards. Blows up a 6. So 7 with a +2.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, 9.
Cool. So you manage to crocodile your way in there.
Okay.
Maybe you go through the walls between the cells, sort of in the back of them or something. I don't know. It doesn't matter because we open up with you walking through the jail bars of your brother's cell. All your brothers are in attendance. Well, that's not true.
Except for Lucky.
Well, actually, it's only Abel and Thaddeus.
Well, where's Harper?
It's a great question. Thaddeus and Abel, you don't notice your brother because he rolled a 9.
Oh, yeah. You want me to roll
You don't
a
notice this guy just walking
you
through the prison bars. Are you guys
sleeping?
sleeping or something?
I don't know, man.
You blew up 2 6s? Is that real life?
No, we'll see. I made a 9.
Okay, there you go. You
roll.
see him. You see him walk through the bars.
So you know something suspicious.
How late at night
going
is this?
Very late.
Thaddeus, what do you think Harper's actually going to do once he gets an arm? He keeps talking about it. I don't know. Seems like it's just a dream in the little back of his head.
Well, he's kind of got an arm now, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's got a hook, Boot.
Yeah, that ain't no usable sort of thing for what Harper was up to before.
Well, I've seen plenty of folks out here up and down to California using hooks. So, holy shit. Is that... Jack, is that you?
Hey, keep it down, boys. Keep it down. Pretend like I'm not here. And then quietly talk to me over here. Act natural. Act natural.
Oh, man. Thaddeus will put the card back into the book he was reading as he sort of puts it back on the bed.
I'm cooking something up, boys.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, I'm cooking something up. I came here to tell you guys my plan.
Well, I got a couple ideas myself. What you got going on?
Where's Harper and where's Lucky?
He's at the doctor's there. He came up with something about that hook arm he's got. You seen that arm?
No.
He's got a hook arm.
Yeah, they've been treating him pretty well here.
I suppose that's an improvement.
Yeah, he's fit right in.
Harper has?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of scary.
Kind of makes me feel bad about what I have planned then.
Yeah, well, listen, we need it because Lucky's been getting some special attention from the father, and it's not doing him any good.
Where's he?
With the father.
With him now.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you got an idea, let's hear it.
Well, I mean, if you guys are here, I'll just tell you, you can pass it along. I think it'll still be a while before I get everything together here. But basically,
It's one of those shots in a heist movie where it fades away the audio before it fades away the visuals. And then we fade into Harper in Dr. John's office. There's lots of patients sleeping around in this darkened room, and he's got a single lantern set up, and he's picking at your new prosthetic arm, kind of refitting it to you again.
Yeah, John, the arm's working out great. That's actually not the reason I'm here.
Oh, why are you here?
Well, he kind of glances over his shoulder and looks around. I actually had kind of a a personal favor to ask you.
Harper, you know you are like a brother to me. That's not true. That's too much, isn't it?
You know you're like
But here's
my
the thing, though.
fucking
Is
father.
it because we've established that everybody loves Harper? Everybody loves Daisy.
I'd fucking suck his dick.
What was the attitude?
And he
what
had
was
it.
the
You can keep that in.
Think about that engineer in Iron Man 1 towards Tony Stark. What was his attitude?
He'd fucking suck his dick.
Yeah.
No problem.
In the cave
Easy
in the beginning?
peasy.
Yeah, but it wasn't like he was his son. It was like he was super...
Proud?
Yeah, dick sucking.
or something like
Okay,
that.
cool. All right. Let's restart it.
You know, John, it actually ain't the arm I'm here about.
Oh, are you not?
No, I actually had a more personal favor to ask you.
Oh, well, that is good news.
Yeah, I think it is. you
Your
know.
arm is comfy, though?
Yeah, and it's working out great actually. It's working too. I can get the hook to open and close whenever I want now. So.
Soon you'll be able to eat with it, I'm sure.
I'm hoping so. I mean, I've been practicing.
But I'm sorry, I interrupted.
No, it's all right. So, I mean, I've been having a hard time fitting in around here. I mean, me and the lot that I came with, we don't exactly agree in terms of the more religious side of this great congregation here.
Sure.
I've been thinking, of ways that I can actually contribute, to the flock, and even if I get good with this arm, I can't do any real labor, But there was once a time where I was pretty handy with a gun, and I still got my gun hand, and I seen the Cola Kid, rolling with his crew, and I think that's where I'd fit in the best. And I've been trying to figure out ways to, get his attention, get on his good side.
It seems like you've really thought this through. I'm glad that you want to be a part of the congregation. So what can I do?
Well, I mean, the issue is it's just a little bit, I don't know. Well, I'd like to bring him a gun. I know that they got a lot of those that they were taking off the pirates and, the rest of the flock that they brought in. I imagine there's some pretty nice pieces in there, but, I don't want to try to get there myself. That would look awfully fishy, with lots of people trying to break out. And, I just think I could really use your help. With you vouching for me, I think they'd trust me to do that.
So you want to bring him a gun for...
As a gift, as something like a peace offering, something to get his attention.
Make a persuasion roll. I love the argument, so let's give a +2 to it.
Hold on. The plan is to take a gun that they already captured from somebody, from the armory.
Yes, it's a bit silly. But I'm going somewhere with it. I'm going
And he
somewhere
gets a
with
+2.
It's a 6.
That's a success. Harper, I've been working on something. You know I'm a man of... We take these oaths, you understand. But guns are fascinating, are they not?
They are.
Let me show you a piece I've been working on.
Yeah, sure.
And he brings you over to this table. It's like a roll-top desk where you can kind of open it up, and he reveals, there's sort of like springs and sprockets and all sorts of little firing pins and extra hammers, different trigger guards he's been trying out. And there's just like a plain cattleman revolver that he's half fitted with like a mother of pearl handle, and it's got a gold trigger guard on it. They bring in all this stuff, and we have, well, you'll not judge me. You won't judge. I just like working on it. It's nice to do something with my hands that isn't hurting people.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
I understand the irony of building a gun. But if you want to stay here for a moment, I know it's late, but we could finish it.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it'd be good practice with the hook, right?
Let's do it. The next scene is Harper Crow walking into a jail cell, the gun hidden away.
Oh, well, hey there, Daisy. How's it going?
Not too bad, boys. Not too bad.
You're staying out past your curfew there, aren't you, Harper?
Yeah, you've been acting real strange the last couple of days, and now you're staying out late like you said. Is everything all right?
You get some good treatment with good behavior, boys.
I'm sorry, what do you mean?
They let you get away with shit if you play their fucking game.
Well, their game fucking sucks. It's one thing I agree with Lucky about.
Yeah.
Anyway, I guess to get you anywhere.
Harper kind of has a smug smile on his face as he reaches into his shirt, and in that same way that he hid the first gun, he kind of pulls it out of his sleeve and just kind of flashes the handle and puts it back.
Okay.
I told you morons I had a fucking plan.
No, you didn't. You were spouting off shit about the Lord having a fucking plan. There was nothing about Daisy having a plan. Now you say something like that, I'll know you're talking sense.
You got yourself one gun. We got those other two you hid, right, Abel? Nobody found them yet, right?
Yeah. I ain't seen anybody touch them when I walk around the camp. I think they're still into that tent.
All right, and then what do we got?
I don't know about touching them, though. I'd prefer
I'm
not.
certainly not. Well, then, okay, so we got one, and then
Maybe 3.
maybe 3. So, I mean, did anybody see where they stashed our equipment? Do they have an armory here?
Yeah, they do. They got, well, it ain't exactly an armory. It's just all the loot they took off people.
All
It's
right.
somewhere in the maze of rooms on the other side where they're keeping Lucky.
Well, shit, could you get me there?
No. I had to work hard for this one. You think they're just going to let me into an armory?
What? Okay. Right.
I thought you were behaving.
No, Abel, it's fine. No, see, because what if we have ourselves an opportunity that presents itself in the form of a distraction? Then could you maybe show me the way?
I don't know exactly where it's at. We could go in there. The issue is I don't know what kind of guards they got over there. I don't know if it's behind a locked door.
Okay, well, I'll put it to you this way.
We can solve those problems through a series of violent actions, Harper. We'll get through.
Jack's coming in with something big here real soon.
Yeah, what makes you think that? He's been gone for, what, 2 weeks?
He just came back. He spoke to you, me, and your brothers.
Harper, listen, if you can get me over there, I'm pretty sure we can get ourselves in, one way or the other.
I mean, it's all we got.
You boys just need to get enough heat off me that old Boot can fire up the ship.
Oh,
It's a
that's
hot-
right, yeah, see, and he'll be our way out.
We're just going to have to open up those gates.
I think I can handle that, too. I've been researching a little bit last couple of days.
Dude, Caleb said that it just opens. There's like just a lever. I remember it in one of the episodes. So I
Just
I
a
literally
lever.
can
Yeah,
just
we just have
open
to
it.
get to it.
Just a lever.
Yeah, you don't gotta do any magic. I just pull on it, dude.
Cool, yeah.
Yeah, stop overcomplicating this shit, dude.
Get the fuck out of here.
No devil deals to do a
I
fucking
ain't
lever,
trying-
dude.
I ain't trying to
pull
devil
the lever
lever.
next time. Use your fucking arms, dude. It's not a big deal.
What sort of light
No
sources
rolls,
do we have
dude.
around
Just
here?
pull.
Sort of light sources, whatever you want.
Gonna have to talk to the devil on that one, I think.
Nah, I don't have to talk to no devils.
All right, that is, if you think you can do it.
Yeah, I think I can. We got some options now. Here, let me show you something.
And he'll produce his ace of spades. And I don't know, he'll probably spin it in his hands a little bit. He'll throw it back in his sleeve, and then he'll point over to the candles that are hung outside the cell. And all the lights will flicker and dim and get real dark.
And we'll be able to sneak on through just fine
Holy shit.
when Jack comes through with his friend.
So we hear a ruckus. I reckon we just slip on out in the dark, get out to a little boat.
Sounds a little loose for a plan, but I think we can work with it.
Yeah, we ever had a tight plan before?
That's how we ended up in this damn situation.
I guess you know.
No, that was our tightest plan of all. Get in good with the Mexican army and let them sail us up to Los Angeles. That was the smoothest thing we've ever done, Harper, and you've seen the shit it brought down
You
upon
remember
us.
how we ended up in that situation in the first place, Abel?
I certainly do. Thaddeus got his fucking ass caught slinging cards around.
Yeah, it makes me a little nervous about this plan, don't it?
Yeah, all right.
Abel looks up at one of the other residents of this cell, who's perhaps leaning a little too close, and gives him a mean glare. And he's developed a reputation over the last few weeks.
Are those pirates still alive, Caleb?
No, they all got gunned down.
Thaddeus will look over your shoulder at him.
Hey, if you know what's good for you, you'll stay out of our way. You might have yourself an opportunity.
That's the other thing. I mean, I'm all about us getting out here, but there's a lot of people here.
Yeah.
Think it'll be better for us and them if we let them all out. Add a little bit to the chaos, you know.
We tried that before, Harper.
Yeah, but if we let Jack distract everybody first, we might get a little bit of a jump on him.
Yeah, our timing was a little off the last time. I think if we've got everything figured out, it'll be all right.
Fine.
Here's the deal, boys. I'm going to be firing up that boat. Y'all get on that boat. Can't fit more than 10, 12 people tops. And we're getting out of here. Now, I see where you're coming from, but we need to save people, but they're dead.
I think y'all are misunderstanding. I'm gonna open the gates. They can find their own damn way out.
Now that's the Harper I miss.
We cut to the next day. It's dusk, and Ellis is lit up on the top of a mesa. I think in this shot, we don't see Wechuge. We just see Ellis standing there. How has he changed in his recent killings?
I think he definitely ditched his boots a while back, because why not? I mean, he doesn't really feel the pain of his feet wearing on the desert sands. Aside from that, he's going to look pretty similar. He's been in and out of the ocean throughout the course of the week, so I don't think he's really got any dirt accumulated or blood, really. But his clothes have probably been worn a little bit, just from being just constant exposure to the elements, plus in and out of the water. He's been in a few scraps with some people, so his clothes have probably been worn and tattered. He could wear some of the Cola Kids gang members' clothes, but I don't think he would out of principle. And aside from that, I don't know.
The camera changes from looking up at him to looking from over his shoulder to see him looking down on one of these pits of men half alive. One of them is slouched up against one of the people that have already expired behind him. He's sitting there with 2 broken legs with a few bites taken out of them, bleeding into this dust below him. Why?
Why?
Just let me out. You don't gotta do this, man.
I think it's almost time, don't worry. You know, this guy must not care too much about you guys. He didn't really send much resistance.
Fuck the Cola Kid, man. You're right. He doesn't care about any of us. He doesn't care. I'll kill him if you want me to. Just let me out.
It's far too late for that, friend. You and your friends, the Cola Kid, they got my brothers. They killed a lot of good men on that ship. They're helping us out. Caused us a whole lot of trouble.
That weren't me.
You're part of his gang, aren't you?
Not
You
anymore. I
chose to
quit.
follow.
I quit.
You quit because it's convenient for you. You made your decision. I'm making mine now. Now just die like a man. Quit your begging. Quit your complaining. It won't be long now by the looks of it.
I can smell it, Alice.
Speak of the devil.
You look back, and the camera pulls up from you on this aerial shot, going upwards towards the sky, looking down at you, and we can see these trail of pits that you've dug full of half-dead folk, and a black shape appears near one of the pits, about 4 pits away from you. There's this echoing screaming over the maze, and a few of those voices are silenced, and the black shape disappears and moves into the next pit.
Think it's time to run, Way.
Oh, baby, I've been waiting for this.
You ever seen a tornado before?
Many times.
Feels kind of similar though, doesn't it?
Ellis, you start running. The camera pushes over, and we can see in the distance those 2 cracked mesas against one another. How are you gaining entry to this place?
I am just gonna run straight to the edge of the mesa and just jump right in. And I'm gonna look for whoever's closest to me when I land, and I'm just gonna start swinging on these guys, if that's fine.
Yeah, I think probably how it would work is we see a shot of you jumping over the mesa, splashing in the water below.
Oh no, I'm jumping off, ghosting.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
You've dug this pit on top of those 2 mesas.
Yeah.
Above that crack.
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh man, that's so then the shot then is you looking down, the camera looking down at these trail of pits with this black thing coming towards you, you looking down in the crack, and then the camera follows you as you ghost through and down in there.
Yeah.
Where do you want to land?
I'm not gonna think too much about it. I'm just gonna jump. I'm not even gonna look. Maybe I didn't even plan this out very well, but
Okay.
I'm jumping in, ghosted. I don't know. We haven't really talked about how that works falling, but I'm assuming I just fall at regular speed while I'm ghosted, and then when I hit the ground,
You
since I
ghost
can't
through it?
go through it, or I kind of I was thinking since I can't be affected by the physical world. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, it is weird, huh?
The way I pictured
You'd
it
fall
was
through the ground. I thought no.
Well, why don't I just always fall through the ground though with that argument?
Yeah. I think it's either
Bullshit ability.
Yeah, it is. The answer is don't think about it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's discuss
Here's the
how
way I
this
picture it.
bullshit
Yeah, yeah.
ability can make
I
sense.
ghost on my way there. Okay.
Yeah.
Jump off. When I hit the ground, it's almost like a heavy fog or something. Or have you ever seen dry ice? How it the gas it creates kind of billows over the edge of whatever container it's in.
Yeah.
Kind of like that kind of effect.
Okay.
When I hit the ground initially, and then it kind of spirals around and reforms my body shape.
Okay, that sounds awesome. I think you land nearby Harper. Harper, where are you at?
Harper is just sitting at a table. I think he's got like a half-eaten bowl in front of him, and he's just kind of like keeping his eye on the guards.
So you land in the middle of sort of this eating area.
Oh, I got some distance on that jump, huh?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I mean, it was quite a drop. You land in the middle of it. We won't deal initiative yet, but why don't you tell me how many you kill? Let's see it.
I can just start swinging on people?
Yeah, just start rolling.
If this were an initiative, beginning of my turn, I would unghost.
With a drop gives you +4 to attack and +4 to damage.
Okay, cool.
That's what we're
Sounds
doing.
good to me.
Cool.
Nearest guard. I'm just gonna attack the nearest guard. I don't really want to hurt any of these prisoners.
Yeah.
If possible.
I figure roll it all up and we can describe it afterwards, because otherwise, it would be cooler just to describe the whole motion of killing
Well,
all
if there's
of
a
them.
couple next to each other, I'd like to attack those guys, and I'll use a frenzy with a wild attack. +4 for drop, so it's +6 with a wild attack.
Yep.
Yikes. Good thing. I'm going to need it. I got an 8 and an 11 on my fighting rolls.
Okay, I think both are hit with raises, I think.
Yeah, I guess +2 on top of that if they don't have any melee weapons.
Yeah, they don't.
13 plus
Dead.
21.
Cool, 2 dead.
Third Wing Chun free attack. Yeah, definitely hit him with the raise.
Dead. I'm going to roll for how many guards there are in the dining area. I'm just going to roll. So there were 5 and you killed 3.
Cool.
How do you kill 3?
Um,
What does Harper see?
So I hit the ground, the fog kind of reforming into the shape of Ellis again. And then quick look around, I find the 2 guys that are armed, look like guards. Just run over to them. They're probably taken back by this. Unghost as I run up to them. They try to defend themselves maybe. Deflect their blows real quick. I just take them out real fast. I'm going for efficiency here. So I'm going for blows to the head, the neck.
Are you leaving them alive?
Yeah, I'm doing non-lethal damage, but I would still want it. So I want to inflict as many wounds as I can to these guys without actually killing them.
Cool. So you're like snapping their bones and
Yeah.
making it so they can't move, but they're not dying.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing serious.
Nothing serious.
Smashing them
He
into
says as he
pieces.
snaps both knees.
The remaining 3 are all going to make fear rolls. You don't have a modifier.
No.
But California has a modifier of 2. The remaining 2 are going to make fear rolls. They both fail. I think this counts as supernatural horror. Both are horribly fucked in some way. I'm not going to look at that table,
We
but
gotta roll
based on
for
those
the
results.
phobias.
For these guards, I'm
Yeah.
not doing that. We're moving on.
They're all scared of ants.
One of them drops his gun immediately, and then one of them starts to clutch at his chest. Let's see. I think Harper, you're the only one that's aware at the moment. The rest of the guards have not quite awoken to this yet. Dusk is at this weird point where it's still like kind of dark in here. Not enough to put any modifiers on you, but there's just sort of the light dancing in off the ocean, but they haven't lit all the lanterns for overnight yet. Harper, you get a 6 of spades. Ellis, you get a 6 of hearts. These 2 guards get a 7 of clubs. One of them is going to try to become unshaken. He fails.
Harper.
So Harper looks up. He's got surprise in his eye. This is not what he thought was going to happen. But he quickly kind of stands up after everything starts happening. People start taking notice and some guards start moving. And I think he runs up. At first, it seems like he's trying to check to make sure one of the guards is okay. But he's just taking his gun belt.
Sure.
And that's what I'm going
yeah.
to do. I'm sure that's the whole fucking action.
Sure, yeah.
And he puts it on himself and then kind of starts moving away.
Ellis, there's 2 left in your immediate vicinity, but there's plenty of more targets to choose from in
Oh,
here.
they're next to me?
They're within 6 inches of you.
Oh, dope. Yeah, I'm just going to,
What I imagine this shot, like this sort of area looks like is the pews in which everything is set up for services. Those are kind of moved and stuff is brought in, tables and barrels and stuff, and people sort of set up. So it's like if you're coming in the harbor, it's on the north side of the harbor, like 30 feet away from it. So between the harbor and the big tree that has the garden behind it, if that makes sense.
cool. I'm just going to run up to these guys that are within range of me. Are they close enough to each other, or are they like
Sure,
spread out?
sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, you're going to be killing like 30 people in the course of this. So
Yeah,
just
same thing.
assume
I'm
that-
just going to do frenzy, non-lethal damage, wild attack.
Let's hit with the race.
All right, so I'm assuming that guy's dead.
Yep.
I just like 18 damage.
Yep.
Next guy. Ooh, see? Look at that. That's only 7 plus 2 from wild
Yeah,
attack
yeah.
plus 1. It's
Yeah.
only 10.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah. Well, he's still alive, okay? I think,
Okay, yeah. You're breaking bones and stuff.
yeah, I'm
Absolutely.
breaking their legs, busting their kneecaps, whatever.
There is a bit of screaming that's occurring. We're not going to deal initiative yet. However, Thaddeus and Abel, I think you guys are sort of aware that something is going down. What's your first reaction What are you trying to do? Like, no one's really coming at you, you know what I mean?
Are we in the same room?
Yeah, you're wherever you want to be in like the main large chamber. Whether or not you're eating or working on loading a ship up or mining is up to you.
Thaddeus is sitting at one of the tables, and off to his left, all of this commotion starts kicking off, and immediately he'll slap Abel on the shoulder.
Hey, it's go time. Get up.
Yep. Abel swipes the knife off the table, stashes it in one of the robe sleeves, and starts following Thaddeus towards where the doctor's office should be.
Thaddeus doesn't really know where those guns are yet.
Oh,
It's just there's one main hallway and everything branches off it. And Harper told you it was in the hallway.
like we just walk kind of hurriedly but calmly because everyone's going to be going crazy, and then Harper will catch us.
Yeah.
Both of you head off into that hallway. Harper, what are you doing?
Harper's just going to start running that way. He's got 2 guns now. I think he's
Running?
Well, he was right in the middle of it. So yeah, I don't think it would be unnatural for him to be running away from the carnage. I'm sure a lot of people are like in that direct vicinity are starting to do the same thing
What
anyway.
kind of weapon did he get, by the way?
A Colt Peacemaker. Ellis, as your brothers start to like run away from you, yeah, people eating are like dropping their soup, freaking out, kind of moving away from you. Old Boot is just sitting. He's just sitting. He's not moving at all. He's got a big grin on his face. But you do see some guards from the harbor area like look at you and like they're starting to move over, raising guns at you. What do you want to do?
I'm a ghost.
You start to ghost and they're the people screaming around you, these people on the floor. And the members of the Upright Gang start to move forward at you with guns, and then they just unload.
I
And-
have to actually roll for it. We haven't done it. 'Cause it's all
okay,
been-
perfect.
Yeah.
Right. You're right. We're in combat.
Okay.
You rolled it. You got
Yeah.
a 4.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay,
Thank
cool. Yeah. So let's say about 10 guards unload at you. And there's that, I don't know what movie I've seen it in, but I feel like I've seen it in every movie ever where there's like a big, strong person, right? And everybody shoots at him for a while and nothing happens. And then they all look at each other real confused, you know?
That was from Wall-E. Yeah, I remember that.
So these guards unload at you, mostly with pistols and then rifles, and then all of their guns click empty. And at that point, I think they're going to make fear rolls.
Cool.
Oh, wow. A lot of them make it, actually. Exactly 5 of 10 made it. 5 are feared. I don't think I'm going to follow normal fear rolls for these guys because I don't want to have to roll a d20 for like 100 people. So I'm just going to assume that those are out of the fight until someone inspires them, like a wild card inspires them.
like
Cool.
that Harrowed priest guy. What's his name? Jeremiah?
Yeah, Jeremiah.
that guy?
That's him. So these guns unload at you. The 5, their reaction is probably, help me out here, guys. Do they think this is devil worship?
Yeah, probably.
The end is upon us, brothers. The end is upon us. Run for your lives. And then 5 of them start running, and the other 5 just kind of shake it off, and they start to reload. And then one of them starts to kind of run towards the garden where there's a lot of mining happening, where most of the guarding is taking place. Most of the guards this time of day are there on the count of the ghost rock, and most of the people are mining still. What do you want to do, Ellis?
I look up at the ridge first to see if there's any progress or if I can hear anything. Do I notice anything?
Sure, yeah, make a notice roll.
I failed.
Then you look up and you see nothing. And you're confused for a moment, maybe a little concerned. And then you feel air rush towards you. And you look down. And in this darkened chamber, this ruined place of the Upright Gang and their congregation, is the Morbo Mimosa. That tall, a little too wide, with its short legs, dark, sticky black figure with no mouth and hungry eyes. It appears out of nowhere, and the 5 remaining guards here are going to make fear rolls at -4 this time instead of -2, and you're going to have to do the same, Ellis.
That -4? Okay.
They all fail.
I get 2 to fear checks for being Harrowed too.
So this is +2 for you. He blew up the 6. 11.
Got it. Yeah.
It smiles with its hungry eyes. People start to move away, and it moves towards these men that you've left for it to kill on the ground. Thank you for listening to Sounds Like Crows. If you like the show, the best thing you can do for us is tell a friend about us or leave us a rating and a review on iTunes. Thaddeus Crow was played by Marshall Sims, who can be found on Twitter at Mr. Malicious1. Abel Crow is played by Isaac Sunstead, at Abel the Crow. Ellis Crow is played by Alex Horrell, at Alex Horrell. Lucky was portrayed by Cameron Day, who can be found on our patron-exclusive Discord server. Harper Crow was played by Cameron Reed, at CJReed211. I'm Caleb Sunstead, your host and game master, and I can be found on Twitter at MarshallCaleb. See you next Monday.
Hey, Daisy.
Yep.
Before Lucky gets back, why don't you reach up in that bag and see one of them letters?
Get one of the ones with the drawings.
Yeah, one of those ones with those drawings.
Well, I don't know. I'll see what I can find. No guarantee there's going to be a drawing in there, but...
Hold it
I'm
up
just
to the
gonna
light.
keep my eyes closed, and I want you to describe it real good.
All right, well, it's a slightly yellowed piece of paper.
God
It's
damn
got
it.
some...
What's the handwriting look like?
It's all right.
Is it
you
real
know?
pretty?
Nothing to... It ain't that pretty, you know? All right, let me get into this. Dear Lucky Crow, I happened to read this article describing your valiant one-man battle against the Black Regiment and was hoping for some advice. There, with 2 T's, was a scientist fellow that moved into my town, Honeywater, Missouri. I didn't like him from the get, shook his hand and it was soft. Never trust a grown man with soft hands.
I've got soft hands.
Well, I don't trust you,
Do we
Daryl. You're a
trust
bad
you?
example.
Your hands
Did
aren't
they
that
say-
soft.
Hold,
Daryl.
hold on.
I
Did they
agree with
say
what you're
he-
saying, Daryl, but not you, all
He
right?
single-handedly took down the Black Regiment. Is that what that said?
Well, that's what he wrote in the article. Did you not read the damn article?
No,
Daddy?
I
Like you
didn't
didn't
read the
write no
article.
article. You know that.
No, that's what the
No.
other guy wrote in the article.
Sensationalist journalism.
Yeah, that's
Journalism is dead.
It is.
right.
Well,
It's dead.
in
yes.
1880. Yeah, you're right.
I nearly went into journalism as a career, after the war.
Oh, is that right?
Bullshit.
You would have been really good at that.
Like investigative.
You would have been the worst at that.
Do they have a problem with all your articles ending with "fuck you"?
Fuck you.
I've stepped out of line. That was too far for
That was
Daryl.
too
Daryl,
far.
you're getting whipped tonight for that.
Hey,
First
Not
Lucky,
in the way you like.
Lucky.
Where did he go?
He's taking a deuce.
I got it. You think?
couple deuces, yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, hot
Lucky.
snake.
Thaddeus gets up and
Well,
You don't want to
Thaddeus is
go
gone.
find him in the woods, Thaddeus. Let
That's
him be.
fine.
He'll be fine.
Thaddeus is definitely going to get shot trying to do that.
All right, read
All
the
right.
letter.
Worse.
Read it.
To cut a long yarn short, turns out he was doing some ungodly experiments to the coyotes that wander around our town. We ran him out of town, but now we got a bunch of wild mutts with human hands instead of paws that figured out how to shoot a gun. God damn!
Badass. That's
That
cool.
is something I would like to see. Damn, can you imagine getting in a shootout with
I
a
already
coyote?
have.
Let's see those fight some snakes.
We could replace Daryl instantly, and it would be better.
And it would be a better shot for sure.
It
Get
Oh,
a capture
yes.
one, send him to the snake guy. That's a good idea.
I believe it.
All right. I won't be so presumptuous as to think that you'll come to our little town, sure as a man like you is wanted in all corners of this great nation, but I would mightily appreciate some advice on how to fight these hell-sent abominations.
You can't.
No, you lose.
They're
Well,
fucking
no, that's
coyotes with
surely-
human hands. Are you stupid?
You hear that, Lucky?
They're shisty too, I bet. Surely someone of your expertise would be able to formulate a plan of action. Please write back as soon as you can.
Step
All right,
one.
I've got
Eddie.
it.
They think you got expertise because you told them
Prendick.
Brendick.
Prendick.
that
That's a
you
weird
handled
name.
that Black Regiment all by yourself.
Thaddeus, leave me alone. Can I take a shit in the woods
Let
or
him
what?
take his shit.
Abel, what do you got?
Yeah, what do you
All
got?
right.
Well, I got a plan too.
So there's a trap where you take a jar and you put something in it. And then when you reach inside, you grab it. You
That's a
can't
good
pull your
idea.
hand out. It's a classic trap. What you need to do is get 4 of those jars and tie them together.
Why 4?
We'll trap all 4 paws.
Ooh,
You think their back paws are hands too?
Damn, that would be even crazier.
Then, once they're in there, they're trapped, you can go up and beat the shit out of them with the stick.
Okay,
That's a good plan.
now
Yeah,
that's
you used
plan,
to do that with raccoons.
That's plan A. Ellis, let's hear plan B.
All right, first step.
Then we're going to vote.
Yes.
All right, we'll vote. First step, you got to get yourself a lot of sand, all right?
Okay, we're off to a
Bags
good
and
start.
bags of sand. then you gotta find yourself a bunch of metal shavings, right?
All right.
Yeah, and you shove it all up your ass because you're fucking dead. Doesn't matter.
God damn. All right. It don't
He had
matter.
me going.
That's
I
plan
like it.
2.
Here's what I have to say.
Let's start with Thaddeus first, and then we can hear what you got to say.
Thaddeus.
Wait. Hold on. I
Thaddeus.
missed part of this. No, I know.
Here's the letter, Thaddeus.
Listen, Lucky just is not looking to come clean about what he was saying in this letter.
Why are you still concerned about the Black Regiment? That was years ago.
I'm saying he's setting these people up with false expectations, like he's some sort of fucking expert. He's gonna know
Do
what to
you
do.
want him putting
when
your
clearly
name
he doesn't
down,
know.
Thaddeus?
No, I
What's
don't
this
want
guy's
him
name
drawing
anyway?
any
I
attention
can't-
to us. But
Pedrick?
here we are.
Eddie.
Thaddeus, plan C. Focus on plan
What's
C.
your plan, Thaddeus?
Yeah, there was a scientist feller.
Coyotes with guns, Thaddeus. What's your
They got
plan?
human hands, Thaddeus.
Well, shit, I don't know. Sticks of dynamite. Put
I
'em all
say
over
you
the place.
just get out of
Dynamite?
there.
All right.
Dynamite will do it.
You're just going to get dynamite thrown back at you, you dumb
Tell
fuck.
you what,
No,
Eddie.
Yeah.
no. You set it down on the ground, right? You get all your detonation
So now
codes
we're
set up.
giving the coyotes dynamite.
Listen, Eddie.
No,
It's Eddie, right?
They
a
got
bad
hands. They
plan.
don't have
Eddie-
human brains. They just got human hands.
Eddie
that's a good point.
Prendick.
Right
So
back to
they're
him.
not going to know what to do with opposable thumbs because
They'll
they're
probably
stupid
eat it.
They
coyotes.
figured out how to use guns. It says in the letter.
Even a monkey can figure out how to use guns, Harper.
I guess that explains how you learn how to do it.
Hey,
Let's
listen.
right back.
fucking
Come on.
stupid piece of
Let's
shit.
right back to him.
Well, hold on. I
You're
got
trying
a
to hurt my
plan.
feelings, little brother, but
Well,
I'll
first
tell
of
you right
all,
now, I don't care.
He's probably dead already, Harper.
He's probably dead.
But on the off chance he's not dead, right back to him, we say, get the fuck out of there. On a
Well,
Honeywell,
here's my plan, right? You got
Honey water.
honey water.
you work with the coyotes, right? You got to figure out what they want.
Oh my God,
You figure
Harper,
out what
this is
they
the
want.
worst plan ever.
Here's
Are
what
you
you
talking
do.
about
with you,
bargaining with feral animals?
Yeah.
With guns,
Yeah.
human
Man
coyotes with
consorting
human
with animals
hands.
is what
Listen,
got us
think
kicked
about-
out of the garden.
listen,
in
Think
the
about
first
what they
place.
would be
Daryl,
like as with a bit of an education.
Just ignore everything they're saying. Go with Abel's idea. That
God
one
has
sounds like the
abandoned
most
honey water.
figured
It's
out.
obvious. There's nothing that he can do.
Listen, if God has abandoned you, what can you do but side with the devil?
Which is
Nope.
us.
You
Which
just start
is
putting treats in
coyotes.
jars and getting big sticks.
Listen, okay. I'm going to write Eddie Prendick, and I'm going to say,
Yeah.
whatever the situation, get the fuck out of there because shit's gone paws up.
Tell him. Yo,
Oh,
he did
that's
it.
a wraparound.
He did it.
Lucky appears with a big bundle of firewood and drops it right in front of him. Oh boy,
How'd that shit go?
you don't want to be going down that woods, and I'm talking to any of that woods for a while now.
Oh, I'm going to go just for a smell.
Well, you can do that, Daryl, but I'm
that's-
going to tell you, you're going to die. You ain't coming back.
That's why we love you, Daryl.
Did I ever tell you boys about the time I single-handedly killed the Black Regiment?
Tell us again.
All right, here we go.
We
So
got a
there
story
I
for you,
was.
too.
Yeah, we do.